Hello friends, welcome to our today's Spark session. In our today's session, our topic is temp view and a global temp view in our Spark SQL. We will have a demo on this uh, and we will see what is the difference between a temp view and what is the difference between a global temp view. I would also recommend you to try this out in your own machine to understand these concepts better. If you have any problem while executing the commands, please let me know through a mail or through a comment box. I am happy to help you. Let's get started to our demo. Before moving on to our demo, little just on what we are going to do. Say we have a data frame in which we have some few records in it, and the usual way that we discussed it till now is we will create a data frame API to do the task. Say for example, we will do dot select or else do dot filter with a condition to filter some data from the data frame API. So this is the usual way that we do. But say for example, I don't know the language of Python or Scala. I'm not an expert, and I'm expert in a SQL. Then Spark provides a method through which the SQL expert can write a query and get the results. For that, this data frame has to be registered as a temporary view, and this temporary view, on top of this temporary view, we will be firing a select query which will return the results. In such a way, the global temp view or else the temporary view will be useful for the SQL experts to directly run a query on a data frame. So this is what temporary view or a global temporary view is. Let us quickly move on to our demo. For this demo, we are going to use Spark Scala, Spark Shell. Let us quickly move on to a demo. I had opened a Spark session and let us feed our input as data frame. Sorry, it is a delimited file. So now we have read the data frame. I will quickly show you what is the content in that. We have three columns: name, age and gender, and we have four options to create a view or a global view. Create a global temp view, create or replace global temp view, create or replace temp view, and create temp view. We are going to concentrate on these two things. Like create or replace is nothing but it will truncate the existing temporary view that is available in the session, and it will create a new temporary view. That is what difference between create and replace. But these two are same operations. Ultimately it will create a new view. That is what the thing is. So let us use create or replace itself. So we are using create or replace temp view first, and let me give some name. I am giving it as people. I'm creating a view with the name called people. Let me execute it. Now our data frame has been created as a temporary view. Now here we can write a query directly, but for writing a query we have to use the Spark session. So what we will do is spark.sql, and inside this we can directly write a queries. It is running, so it got created. Even though it is a SQL query, it will return the output as a data frame. So for us to see the data frame, I am just using .show. So here we can see it is still the same SQL query, and it is returning it as a data frame. We can also apply a filter. It is same as like a SQL query. I am applying a var age is greater than, say I am giving it as 30, and I am executing it. So here we can see it got filtered as well. So this is same as the SQL query that we are executing. And now the difference between global temporary view and the temporary view. Our temporary view, the one which we created, is created in a default database, and the global temporary view that we are going to create will be created in a global underscore temp database. I will show you. Instead of using a temp view, I will use a global temp view, and I will name it as glb underscore pople. So now we created a global temporary view, and we can't run the query just by saying it as glb underscore people. It will throw error. We can see like the error is no table or view for glb underscore people. Since the global view is not created in a default database, it is showing error. So what we have to do is we have to do global underscore temp dot, we have to give a database name as well here for our global temporary views, and I am running it. So here we can see our global temporary view got executed. And another difference is like the temporary view can't be used in other sessions. Say for example, I am creating another Spark session. Let us name our new session as new Spark, and for creating a Spark session we have to give it like spark dot new CSS new session. Okay, I have to give that, sorry. So it got created. Now we have two sessions. One is for Spark and another one is for new Spark. We have two sessions. You can see here. Now let us try with new Spark. Let us give a query for temporary view. We created it as people. Let me give show command as well. Obviously it will throw error. Let us check. It says like no such table and exception. It is throwing error since it is a different session. Now let us try with our global temp view that we created. So let me query the global temp view using a new session. Here we can observe with our new session as well, we are able to query the global temp view. This is a major difference. Like if we create a temporary view, it will be available only in that session alone, but whereas the global temp view can be used in different sessions in that same application itself. So, and the third question, what is the lifetime of this global temp view and the temp view? The temp view will exist only to that session, and the global temp view will exist only if if the session that created the global temp view exists. Say for example, if I am closing the Spark session, I'm in the Spark 1 session, then the temporary view get depreciated. That is the lifetime of global temp. So this is all about the temporary view and global temporary view. Let us summarize once what we learned today. Today in this video, we learned what is a temp view and global temp view, what is the difference between them, and we also learned how to create them and how to query on top of both the views using a default database of temp view and a global temp view database of the global temporary view. And we also learned what is the lifetime of both the views when it gets expired. So this is a summary of the video today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to my channel if you really like my content. Also give a thumbs up signal that motivates me to do more video on Spark. Thanks for watching.